Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Wheel of Wisdom. I am so happy to have each and every one of you here. Feel free to drop in a hi in the comments so I get to know who you are. And you can also share which part of the world you are joining us from. Hi, Lisa. Happy to have you here. Thank you for, joining this special celebration with us from the start. I'm glad that it fall upon, a weekend for you because I know you are busy on weekdays. Hi, Robin. I love your name. And Robin is joining us from New York. Beautiful. Robin, is this your first time here or have you been here before? Because I think your name is a little bit familiar, but yeah, I'm not sure. Hi, Caitlin. Caitlin says, hi, hello. New York here too. Beautiful. Two wonderful human beings from New York. Thank you guys for joining us. Robin says, yeah, it is not her first time. Okay, yeah, that's why I felt like it is a little bit familiar. But I'm so glad that, you decided to join us again, and I hope that you receive something of value from this live. Um, Tracy is from Australia. Hello, Tracy. And Tracy, is this your first time here? I just would like to know, are everyone here the regular people, or is there a fresh soul here as well? Okay, so it is your first time, Tracy. Thank you so much for checking this out. I'm glad that this was going on your screen and you were like, okay, let's try this. And I hope that you receive whatever it is that you need at this moment of your life, at this moment in time. Okay. And I hope that you enjoy while receiving the wisdom. So, oh, you're welcome, Tracy. So, yeah, I was saying that usually we do a meditation, but since this is like a celebration, so today we are going to do, things differently. I'm going to bring in different elements that I don't usually use, but the core concept is going to be the same, choosing randomly, so having fun while we receive some wisdom. So for today, I thought of like bringing in more of, some exercises and stuff like activities so that we get to transform together. So the first thing that I thought we will do today is so just, like the Wheel of Wisdom, we have the names of 31 books on that wheel. So for this live, I chose, few workbooks to put on that wheel rather than books. So let me show you that new wheel. We have done this before in another one of my celebration because like in the last, I think in the last month or two, we have celebrated a lot of things because we have achieved a lot of different, milestones. So, yeah, let me show you. Give me a second. Okay. So, this is our Wheel of Wisdom, but this is workbook edition. So, a different one. And before we spin this wheel, what I invite you guys to do is I would like you guys to take a moment and think, is there a specific issue in your life regarding which you would like some guidance? So perhaps a specific area of your life in which you would like some clarity, direction, or a specific problem that you're going through regarding which you would like some, wisdom or guidance. Hi, Christina. Christina says, morning, Annie, and all. Love the short form. And good morning to you too, Christina. We were just beginning. We skipped the meditation for today and we have directly jumped onto the readings with a different wheel, a wheel of workbooks rather than just books. So, yeah, so take your time to bring anything specific to your mind regarding which you would like to receive, you know, some steps that you can take to work forward. regarding which you want to do some inner work today. And if there is nothing specific, you can just set an intention, a general intention that may I be open to some action steps for today, something that will help you move forward in your healing or growth journey, whatever it is that you are on. Oh, Robin says, why are you skipping the meditation? I love them. First of all, thank you, Robin, for saying that. I didn't knew that, people enjoy them. I was like, maybe people just kind of stay with it until, the wheel part. I just skipped it because it would give us more time for reading. But since you are requesting, I feel like maybe as we go through these workbooks, maybe a meditation might come up. We never know. So if nothing comes up, then I will guide you through a meditation. And you will get the meditation in the rest of the lives, of course. Okay, works. Wonderful. So, guys, have you thought of something regarding which you would like to take some steps, do some work, because it's not just sitting passively. Sometimes we need to do something. We need to put in some effort. So, have you guys thought of something regarding which you would like an activity or an exercise? You can let me know in the comments, or you can press the heart somewhere here. Leslie says, trust my intuition. Ah, I get it, Leslie. And, you know, your connection with your intuition is strong enough. Your mind might say not, but it is. And it is going to get stronger. Fun fact, with this celebration, yesterday night, my cousins visited us, and we have been playing some card games without the money, just for fun. And yeah, and we were just so we played this game where I had to guess, you know, which particular card is going to come. The card ace, queen type card. Uh, not the tarot one because it is pretty popular in the spiritual community. So that's why I was clarifying. So we had to choose that, and we had to choose on which, to which person that card would come. And we were playing, and every time I guessed, it was right. It was exactly right. And it happened again and again and again and again. And my cousin were like, oh my God, what is happening? Because they are not into intuition, spirituality, not into any of this stuff. So that why I'm sharing this with you is because I never trusted my intuition when I started this. There was a lot of doubt. And with practice, as I did with all of you, it has grown stronger. And I didn't realize it until today. So I hope that, some sign will come, something will happen that would make you trust your intuition more. And yeah, thank you for sharing what you need. Some, activity, guidance, action steps, exercise, whatever you want to call it, for today. Irina says, action steps for healing the rift with my estranged daughter. Ah, a heavy one, Irina, and I'm sending, a lot of kindness your way because when it comes to relationship, there is a lot of hurt. So I hope that, you also stay connected with the warmth of the beautiful moments that you had with her. Okay, so let's see what wants to come through now. Okay, yeah. So, whatever it is, hold that at the forefront of your mind as we spin the wheel. It's okay if you cannot see it, it will come up when it's chosen. Okay. Hmm. So, the workbook, the name of it is the Internal Family Systems Workbook. So basically, most of these workbooks are based upon some therapeutic approach. Because for those of you who don't know, I am also a psychologist. So, okay, so let's see what this beautiful book has to say. Oh, I love the love here. Oh, that is so nice of you, Christina. Okay, let's see. Give me a second. Mhm. Yeah. So, in a moment from now, yeah, it is by Richard Schwartz. Exactly, Sarah. You are familiar with it. Yeah. So, he's the person who gave this therapeutic approach or model. So, and for those of you who don't know, that's okay. It is going to be in day-to-day language. And if it would have any technical term, I would make it simpler. So, give me a second. I'm going to give you some numbers between which I will ask you guys to choose. Okay. And there are chances that it might be a meditation. So, Robin, watch out. Okay. So now I want to let anyone know who is joining for the very first time that I am going to ask you guys to choose a number between certain numbers. Okay. And I don't want you guys to rush at all. So take your time and see which number is coming up for you. That's how we connect with our intuition. You can either hear that number, you can either see that number, as you're going through the numbers, you might feel a sensation for a particular number. So it comes in different ways for different people. So just see which number is popping up for you amongst the two numbers that I'm going to share, and then mention that in the comments. Okay. And then why I say no rush, because I'm just going to randomly choose a number based on my intuition. So, in this way, we will get to tap into the collective wisdom. Okay. So, I invite you guys to choose a number between 25 to 165. Okay, Leslie. Okay, so thank you, Leslie, Lisa, Tracy. I think Tracy is a cool name. Okay, yeah, continuing. Thank you, Susan, Anna, Rachel, Deb, Nina. Okay, so we have some numbers now. So I'm going to go through them and see which number am I feeling called to. Thank you, Sarah. I will consider your number. Oh, both people have the same number, Shannon and Sarah. Interesting. And the number, okay, let me go through it again then. Thank you, Cam. Let's see. Okay. So I have chosen a number, but before I reveal that to you guys, another reminder that whoever number I choose, it doesn't matter so much. Okay? Because since you're here, you were meant to receive, that guidance, that wisdom, that exercise, that activity. You were meant to work upon that. So, with that said, the number that I was feeling called to is 83, and the number has been chosen by Susan for all of us. Thank you, Susan. Hmm. It's pretty much near 88. Okay, let's see. 83. Okay, it is a meditation, Robin. Ah, you manifested a meditation for us? Okay. So the heading for this is embodiment, a meditation. And I'm just wondering, should I tell you a little bit about it or should I begin with the practice? So it's basically to connect to, connect with where you are feeling whatever it is that you're feeling. So basically, what happens is that there is something that happens around you, okay? A situation, an event, a trigger of some sort. And how you experience it is, how you experience it is internally. And in terms of the feelings, because, feelings are like the colors of a movie for you, they are what makes life juicy. So that's how yeah, that's how you experience a particular event, through emotions or through the story, feeding each other. So basically, we're trying to, connect with that part that is feeling those emotions, that is having those thoughts in relation to your situation. Okay. So we are going to dive in, turn our attention inside and see where is that part, find that part in our body because when we are thinking it's just everywhere and here when we figure out that where it is, then first of all there is a sense of like groundedness that occurs with it, and then we can get to know it and a lot of different things happens. But let's see what is going to happen in this particular meditation. I haven't gone through it, it has been chosen randomly. So yeah, we both will see what all we are going to touch in this meditation. So, are you guys ready for a meditation? It seems like a meditation really wanted to come through. So, if you're ready, type ready in the comments, you know, or you can press the heart to let me know. And if you don't want to meditate, maybe you can like come back after 10 minutes. Okay. Lisa says yes, ready. Huh? Susan says ready. Wendy is ready. Sarah is ready. Okay. And it is going to be applicable in whatever situation you are in. So, for Leslie, for example, you might feel like that uncertainty feeling, anxiety or fear, whatever it is. Or for, okay, give me a second. Yeah, for Arena, you might feel like that feeling of hurt where it is, and you're going to connect with it. So, it is going to be applicable for your particular situation. Okay, Christina is ready. Wonderful. So, we are going to begin. So begin by coming into a comfortable position. You can choose to sit, stand, or lie down, whatever your body needs right now. If you feel safe, allow your eyes to close. And now, turning your attention inward, take a deep breath in through your nose and a slow breath out through your mouth. Wonderful. Continue to breathe deeply with your mouth open on the exhale or closed, whatever you wish. So, taking some deep breaths. allowing yourself to arrive with each breath. Arrive in this present moment. Relaxing more and more with each breath. And now become aware of the surface beneath you. Letting the surface be your anchor to this moment. So, releasing the weight of your body onto the surface. And feeling supported by Mother Earth. So, during this meditation, if you start to feel overwhelmed, then know that you can always direct your attention to the point of contact between your body and the surface. But for now, bring to your mind a situation in your life that feels difficult right now. Allow yourself to think about the details of that situation. What aspect of this issue or situation is bothering you the most? Allow all those negative thoughts or worries to come forward. And notice when you believe all those thoughts, then how does they make you feel? What are the emotions that are coming up for you? And now notice where in your body do you feel this emotion or sensation. So perhaps it can be a sensation of tension in your forehead or heaviness in your chest or even restlessness in your whole body. These sensations are indicating that a part of you is carrying something from this situation and it's too heavy for it sometimes, too draining to carry all of this all alone. So, gently scan your body to find where are you feeling the most dominant emotion or sensation. Where does this situation live in your body? So choose one part that feels most dominant for you right now. So, whether it is a knot in your stomach, a wave of emotion in your throat, or constriction in your chest, and stay with it. Remember, the goal is not to fix it or to make it go away. It's simply to let it know that it's not alone, that this part of you carrying this situation or the effects of this situation is not all alone. If you feel comfortable, then you can also say this to that part that I see you. I am here for you. Let it know that this part of you has your attention. And if it feels natural, then you might place a hand over that part of your body wherever you sense that emotion or sensation. And you can offer some gentle words to this part, like thank you for showing up, or I care about you. Or if you don't feel like saying something to this part, then you can always imagine sending some calm, healing energy from your hand to that part of your body. So imagine as if your hand is like a healing hand of Buddha, Jesus, or God, or whatever you believe in. And through that hand, you are offering warmth, love, and calming energy to this part of your body. Notice if this part of you starts to soften just a little bit as you send this part all this wonderful energy, all these kind intentions. So you might notice that it relaxes and you feel more space in your body. Or you might feel that it stays tense. And if it stays tense, then that's also all right. Because our motive is not to fix or to get rid of those feelings or of this part that is having those feelings. So, for now, let this part know that I understand you are in pain, and let it know that you will come back to this part of you. You will come back to it whenever you have more time, and you will offer it whatever it is that it needs from you. But for now, we are going to come back, and before that, feel free to say goodbye. Say goodbye to this part of you. Goodbye for now. And if anything else is coming up for you, then you can say that as well to this part. anything kind. And now that you have done such a good job, allow yourself to take a deep breath in through your nose and with the exhale, releasing whatever it is that you no longer need. Taking two more breaths like this. And now becoming aware of your whole body. And notice any changes that has happened within you as a result of this practice. So perhaps you're feeling a little more spacious or light, or maybe something else. Now that the different part of you, now that this part of you has received some care from you. Now that this part trusts you more. So, resting here for a few seconds, knowing that you don't have to solve everything, just being here with yourself is enough. And now that all the different parts of you know that they are not alone, you are here for them. So, with that knowing, we can come back. So, begin to wiggle your toes and your fingers. And whenever you feel ready, allow yourself to open your eyes. Welcome back. So, first of all, I see that some new people have joined us. So, I want to let you know that this is not the end of this live. We just did our first reading or maybe activity together so that we can take steps, you know, regarding whatever it is that is happening in our life. And there is a lot more coming up. So yeah, stay tuned until I read the comments. And another thing, anyone who joined the meditation with us, who went on this journey, on this inner journey, to meet the parts of you that are suffering in this moment, you know, if you feel called to, I would love to hear about your experience of the meditation. And if not, then you can simply, type the heart button. Just press it to let me know that it resonated with you. Um, and it is wonderful. Robin wanted a meditation, and a meditation came through. So, whatever you need is going to come through. Don't worry. It might take some time, but it will come through. Okay, so let's see who else joined us. Samia says, hi, need all the good vibes and energy today. Oh, Samia, I'm sorry to hear that you're having a hard time today, and I'm sending you a lot of healing and strength and a lot of warmth and gentleness as well. And I know you joined towards the end of this meditation, but I am hoping that, you can like watch the replay or something of this meditation so that you can go through this, and just hold yourself in this hard moment. V says, hi, Anisha and good friends. Hi, V. Thank you for joining us. I'm so glad that, you came back and to see you, joining us on this celebration. It means a lot. Um, yeah, okay, let's see. Lisa says, I always love your meditations, Anisha. Thank you so much, Lisa. I am glad that you like them. Yeah, and for those of you who are new to me, I want to let you know that so all these meditations that have been done actually are getting recorded, and I have recorded over 100 meditations as we went through the series Wheel of Wisdom, and I am actually releasing them on Insight Timer as a free track, so it is available for everyone whenever they need it. And so one meditation comes out every Wednesday. So, if you would like to get notified about this particular meditation, then I would invite you to follow me if you're new to me or if you haven't followed me yet. And if you like this guided meditation and you would like to check out more of my meditations, then I want to let you know that I have already published over 50 meditations, on my profile. So you can go there and just, check them out and see if anything resonates, if you need anything. In fact, I have added like a fun element to my profile. So, okay. So what I have done is I created a playlist of all the meditations that I have done in this Wheel of Wisdom series, and I made a game out of it so that you can get to tune into your intuition even more. So, okay, give me a second. Yeah, so when you go to my profile and go to the home section and scroll all the way down, so you will see just above my group, you will see a playlist here which says Wheel of Meditation. Sorry, Wheel of Wisdom, pick a meditation. So in this, we have like around 34 meditations so far, and a lot more are coming. So you can just open this playlist, close your eyes. I have mentioned the instructions here. Close your eyes and just scroll and just stop at a point and just play that meditation, knowing that that is something that you needed today. So, in this way, you will get to develop your connection with your intuition and you will get to do a lot of other things, have fun and let the universe bring a meditation for you. Okay, so let's see. Deb says, it took a bit of mental pressure off something I have been ruminating about for a long time. Oh, Deb, it must be like so draining and so heavy to carry all of this from your past, And I'm glad that you got in connection with that part that might be carrying on to, that might be holding on to a lot of, you know, those thoughts that keep on coming up in your mind. And you got to offer it some, you know, like a space or just a chance to breathe something fresh rather than just breathing that stale air coming from the past. Oh, it's actually for my future. And yes, okay, okay. Yeah, yeah, so like when you mentioned ruminating, I assumed about the past. Okay, hi Rachel. Rachel is joining us from Perth. Thank you, Rachel, for joining us back. Um, okay, so now let's move on to the next game, may I say? So we have done with the wheel part. Now another special element. So today is going to be all the special elements that we don't usually do in in our regular lives, but something similar as well. So we have done this again in another one of my celebration. So what I'm going to do is, so I have been on this journey for over like 8 years or 9 years. I don't know the calculation, but yeah. And over these years, I have collected a lot of resources. So, like, I am also a psychology student. So, I'm like, went into that also to develop my skills. I collected resources for myself because if you don't know, uh, I have gone through a tough time myself, like with anxiety and you can say like yeah, a depressive episode as well. So yeah, a lot of different things. So I collected resources for myself and I love collecting also. So because of a lot of different things, I have ended up collecting over 800 plus resources. And now what I'm going to do is to put them to use here so we all can get to transform together. Because again, there is a lot of information out there, there are a lot of resources out there, but the thing is that we never apply them. And I want this space so that the right message can come to you at the right point in your life, whenever you need it the most. And also like the right practice or exercise or activity can come to you at this point in your life so that it can help you move forward towards that healing and growth. And it doesn't happen when you collect a lot of resources, believe me, I know it. And you know uh, change happens when we take like small steps. That's when change happen, when we try simple practices, do small steps, and that's how we grow. Otherwise it is very overwhelming for us. Okay, so that's why we are going to choose one resource. Like there is a lot of choosing in that because 800 plus resources. So I ended up dividing it into five different PDFs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to intuitively choose a PDF out of all those. And then I am going to ask you guys to choose a number and I'm going to go through that page number and then I will intuitively choose a resource. Okay, so a lot of intuition and a lot of collaborative, again, collective wisdom. So if you don't understand it, that's okay. I will like give you guidance or instructions at every point. So my first step is to choose a PDF randomly. Okay, give me a second to open them. Yeah, it is kind of scattered. Yeah. So like, these are my different PDFs. So I'm just going to pick one. Yeah, this one. And now I want you guys to choose a number between, hmm, yeah, let me type it. Again, anyone new who joined us, no need to rush, dear. No need to rush. I want you to take your time and choose a number that you are feeling called to. Okay. So choose a number between 1 to 19. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Renee, Rachel, Tim, Sarah, Misha, V, Meena, L- Lisa, Shannon. Okay, so let me go through your numbers now. Oh, a lot of other numbers. I love the interaction, and so many new people are joining today, and old ones are coming back. A lot of familiar people. I so appreciate you guys, coming back and spending your time with me on this special day. um, I was just going to mention about, the meditation that started my journey, and Frank mentioned like good morning from Canada. First of all, good morning, Frank. Happy to have you here. And yeah, and my first meditation that started my Insight Timer journey, which now has completed 3 years today because it was published today, is um morning meditation, wake up mindfully. So I was like pretty nervous when I published that. And it is like one of my popular meditations. So if you want to check out what it was, and it might not be of a very good quality, but yeah, it is my first. So yeah, you can always like go to on my profile in the home section. You can go to like the popular tracks, and you will see the third meditation here is the one that I started my journey with. So if you feel called to, you can check it out. It is a free meditation. Okay. Monica says, I wasn't here at the beginning. What's the special day today? Yeah, Monica. So, I just shared that here right now. You're at the right time. Yeah. So today I'm completing 3 years, but as a teacher on Insight Timer. Okay. Yeah, I understand now. Yes. Okay. Thank you, Corinne, for celebrating it with me. Okay, so I'm going to now go through the numbers and choose a number for us. Oh, thank you, Monica. Monica says, Happy third birthday to your meditations. Thank you. I love that word, birthday. Yeah, because that's the very first meditation I ever created, not just on Insight Timer. So, so that's why I'm really, really grateful for being on Insight Timer because this is the platform, that gave me that confidence, that gave me all of the things that I needed. Okay, so let's go through the numbers now. Okay, so the number that is coming up for me has been chosen by two people actually. And and again, whoever number I choose doesn't matter. Okay, so much. It's more for the fun part. Sometimes more alignment happens, but since you're here, you were meant to receive whatever is going to come through. I also don't know. A message is going to come through, an activity, some information. I have no idea. So the number that is coming up for me is 18, and the number has been chosen by Sarah and Meena for all of us. Thank you, both of you. And thank you, Misha. Misha says, Congratulations, great milestone. Thank you. And I hope to continue doing this. Um, Samya says, Can you channel something for me? Hmm. I am not so sure. Like, I don't use the word channel so much. Because yeah, I don't connect with like angels or something. It's more of like, I believe more of in universe, and I just invite everyone to, bring to your mind whatever it is that you need guidance on, and just trust that is going to come through. You do not need me. It's not that you lack something. Okay, you are in as much connection with the universe as I am. And that's what I want you to carry with yourself, to trust that inner wisdom, to trust your intuition. Okay. So know that whatever it is that you need wants to come through to you. Okay. Deb says, Thank you for your gifts you share with us. Thank you, Deb. Oh, that is so sweet. Monica says it's full moon in Pisces today, so there will be strong energies. I'm excited to see what comes up. Maybe around releasing. Ah, thank you for sharing that, Monica, with all of us. Yeah, interesting. And yeah, I think I can feel that. That's why something that I mentioned before happened. So my intuition was spot on at that moment. Samia says, yes, trying to trust, being a bit tough. I can understand that, Samia. When life is not going your way, it's hard to trust it. But in that case, I want you to reflect, at a moment in your life in the past when things were not so good and you were really having a difficult time trusting God, life, universe, whatever you believe in. And then that lead to something good. So maybe I want you to trust, I want you to have faith based on that it has happened before and it will happen right now as well. Okay. So let's move to the number that I chose, which was 18, I think. Yeah, 18. Okay, give me a second. Yeah, so now I have to do the choosing from this page. Mm, okay, let's go with this one. Hmm. Yeah, give me a second. Just give me 2 seconds, okay? Um, hmm. Like I have to open every resource and find the resources section there. So yeah, that's why it's taking some time. Mm-hmm. Plus my internet. Okay. I appreciate your patience. Yeah, so like different resource might take a lot of different navigating, so that's why it's taking some time. And in that moment, you can like try taking some deep breaths. Use this chance to stay aware of what is happening inside of yourself, because right now I can feel like a knot in my stomach because I'm having a thought that I'm making you wait. So yeah, just become aware of what is happening for you right now in this moment. Oh, thank you so much for you guys. Corinne says it's okay. Monica says take your time, Anisha. Thank you. Okay, finally. Yeah. So the heading for this, like it is for someone who is feeling stressed and depressed. Thank you, Vivi says no worries, Anisha. Thank you. Yeah. So it seems like more of an infographic, less of an activity. Mm. Oh, nothing good is coming up. I should have organized this better. Mm. Okay, finally. Every time I celebrate something, some mess up happens. So we have like a prompts, like a series of prompts, and I'm going to take you through them one by one. And you can like reflect with me. You can share your like your thoughts with me, or you can do it separately in a notebook or something. So the heading for this is everywhere and nowhere. I search for inspiration for the brave innovators and disruptors whose courage feels contagious. I summon upon men and women who have shaped the world with their courage and creativity, and who have at least on occasions pissed people off, because of course you cannot make everyone happy. They are a varied bunch, whether you know them or not. The prompt is for you to reflect who are the creative and courageous people who inspire you. So take a moment to, think who is it that inspires you? Who are those courageous or creative people? They can be in your life, or they can be someone that you really don't know, but it's kind of like a big name. So take your time to think about that. Who is that person, that creative and courageous person who inspires you? For me to share with you guys, what is coming up for me is Tara Brack. She is a fellow teacher on Insight Timer, and I don't know her personally. She is a big name. Some of you or many of you might know her. But yeah, I absolutely love how she was not like a very calm person to begin with, had some issues with anger that she has mentioned. But, with mindfulness, now she has this amazing calming presence. And I admire a lot of different things about her, but, to see this transformation within her, that inspires me. So yeah, you can share that person in the comments, or you can just type done for me so I know and we can move on to the next step. Leslie says she is amazing, as are you, Anisha. Thank you, Leslie. I'm glad that you think of me, so highly. And yeah, and she is definitely amazing. Okay, Monica is done. What about you all, like other people? Have you thought of someone like that? V says, I love Tara Brach and listen to her weekly talks. Yeah, they are amazing. It's like they are very long, but I love, you know, it's like I'm just mesmerized and I can keep listening and listening and listening like that. Samia says, I feel life is challenging me in a whole new way. These emotions. Sorry expressing because I know you're helpful. I understand, Samya, that it feels nice to get it off the chest, and there is also hope that you might receive something of value. And that's why, I ask you to, when this life is over, to like go to the meditation again so you can be there for those emotions, because that's what we address today, that we get to know or be there for those difficult emotions that are coming up for us as a result of a challenging situation in our life. Sarah says done. Okay, so let's move on to the next prompt. And before that, there was like another question to this, which is, what about their approaches and ideas resonate with you? So think about that person, that courageous and creative person that you admire, and then, you know, n- just reflect, what is it about them that resonate with you, that inspires you? So bring that quality, that approach, that, I don't know, whatever. Uh, yeah, but what inspires you? What resonates with you? What ideas, approaches, quality, characteristics? So what I love about, like, I'm coming, like, going with the reflection for now. So what I love about her is that, yeah, is the way like she gives talks, she makes it more fun. And she included all this amazing wisdom in it. So like the way the she takes like um she delivers with having fun, wisdom, and very like engaging conversation, to sum it up, and the transformation that she had. So yeah, that is what resonates with me most. Misha says resilience, kindness, self reflection, empathy. Okay, wonderful. I love that amazing combination. And anyone else also feel called to share? You can share that in the comments, or you can simply type done. Okay. Ah, yeah, V says, I love Tara's funny stories and example. Exactly. That's what I love, about about those talks. So, and it's I feel in a way nice that I was able to take that step towards it, because that's what inspires me to merge fun and wisdom together. People in my life won't describe me as a fun person. They would describe me as a calm person, but not fun. So yeah, that's what, like, when I'm delivering something, I want that element. And I have like tried to include it in a manner that I can, through these lives. So why I'm sharing this with you is not to appreciate myself, which is good thing to do, but to show you that these qualities, that these things that you are admiring, you can include them within your work, within yourself, in some way, in a small way. And that might not be exactly like them, but neither are you. You are not them. You are your own version, and you get to do that thing differently, using that element or quality, bringing that to your life. Um, so yeah, maybe that should be your next prompt after this, to think about how whatever it is that you admire in them, whatever it is that inspires you about them, how can you bring more of that into your life? Can you think of a small step that you can take? So it doesn't have to be like exactly like them again, and it doesn't have to, and you don't have to succeed in including that component. But I would like you to think about a small step that you can take towards that, even that small step can be thinking or, researching more, thinking more, So that can also be a small step. That can be a starting point that how can I do so? So yeah, think about it that what can be one small step that in which you can incorporate whatever it is that you admire into your life. Sarah says, I find your live events fun. Oh, Sarah, thank you. Okay, so there are a lot of comments that I missed. I am going to go through them. But before that, Beverly has joined us. Beverly says, hello, Anisha and friends. Happy anniversary, Anisha. Thank you, Beverly. So, so very happy to have you. And I have so like appreciated your presence and your support. And I hope that you get something out of this live. So to give you a recap, we were on our second reading kind of a way or activity because today we are putting in action and not just wisdom. So I asked everyone to reflect upon three things. One, a creative or a courageous, like a person that you admire most in your life. Okay. Then second thing was what it is that you admire about them. What is it that inspires you about them? And third, the third prompt that I've given everyone here is what is one small way in which you can, bring that quality component, whatever it is that you admire about them into your life. What can be that one small step? Okay. So take your time to think about it. And Beverly says, thank you. You're most welcome. And Beverly says, grateful for the recap. Yeah, I wanted you to join on this prompt. So, yeah, everyone is reflecting on the last prompt. Like, what is one small step that we can take to incorporate whatever it is that we admire about them, that inspires us about them into our life? And it might take some effort. So, some of you might be like, okay, I don't want to reflect on this, but that is going to bring in change in your life. That is what is going to help you grow. So think about it. Think about that step until I go through all the comments here. Because, yeah, I think I have taken that first step through these lives, as I just mentioned, in terms of what I admire. Okay. Yeah, so Samya shared that they seem like a problem. So, okay, we'll try meditation, I promise. That seem like a problem solver, and for now in life I feel I'm just seeking help and being a problem maybe. Oh, Samya, I understand, when we feel like a burden in some way, because I felt that in one point in my life that I am a burden, and I'm a burden on others, or I am the problem, or there's something wrong with me. And I ended up saying just that right now, but I actually, I understand that. I really do. And I don't know, I just feel like hugging you right now, Samya. And please know that you are not a problem, okay? You are not. There might be certain things that you don't like about yourself or that others don't like about you, but you are not a problem and you are not like a fixed, um a fixed solid thing. If you want something, if you want towards to change a little bit about yourself, not to change yourself as a whole, but if you want to take a certain step, then you can do so. But the reason behind it is not that you are broken, that you are not normal, that you are burdened, that you are a problem. That is not the reason. So the step that I'm talking about is if you are saying that, yeah, I might be stuck in this, you know, and I want to move forward in this. This is what I want. Then you can take a step and you will be able to take it. Do not think about a big step again. Come to a small step. What is the one small step that I can take in the situation to make it a little bit better? Okay. And that step might not even involve action. It might again involve some compassion because, that is the best. I understand that you're sharing all of this and you are really looking for some advice. And, in my experience, what I think is works best in a challenging situation is compassion for yourself because first you need to be there for yourself. First, you need to show yourself some compassion because of all the pain that you're going through. That whatever action you are going to take should not come out of fear, desperation, and all of that. So once you give yourself some compassion, then, then out of that love for yourself, that I want to make my life better. I want to, do this and that, whatever it is, you can take an action based on that. And, if right now you're looking for like some kind words or like something like that that makes you feel less alone in this feeling, um, okay, I have a resource for you. And and that's the reason I created this resource because I wanted to be, I wanted to make that other person who is going through a hard time. I want to be that person for someone or offer something for that person who is having a hard time, offer that thing that I needed in my low time. And okay, so the resource that I was sharing is you can go to my homepage, okay, go to this playlist. Here you will find I have like recently started it, so it does not have a lot of tracks. But the very first track in this is that there is something wrong with me. So basically, if you believe that, then you can listen to this or the other ones as well. Like, I'm not good enough. So I have added some tracks here. And the playlist is Love Letters from the Universe. So, I hope that when you listen to them, you feel a little bit better and less critical of yourself. Okay. And if you need to do some work regarding whatever it is that you're believing, then again, you can jump onto some courses of mine. I have added a lot of different tools for you to able to, get out of that mindset. And it's not about just turning negative thinking to positive thinking. It should also involve action in terms of what you want. Otherwise, you are just, um, why I'm bringing action is because I want to bring in some um for the movement. Because if you just paste a positive thinking, then maybe it might be okay for now, but it might again come up. So we need to take some actions also, finding out what is it that we need and take actions towards meeting it. Okay. So yeah, let me share the courses here. And for anyone else also whose negative thoughts are giving them a lot of hard time, then you can try this course or the other one, or just listen to the playlist. And these courses have helped a lot of people, and I'm hoping that they will help you too. So, the name of this is Transform Your Negative Thoughts and Master Healthy Thinking using CBT. Okay. And the other course is this. So, I love how, all of the other people are sending you a lot of love and healing and, all this wonderful energy. We says we are all learning together, Samya, sending love and hugs. Misha says, in challenging times, I try to lean on self compassion and the practice of gratitude. Yeah, thank you for mentioning that as well, Misha, because sometimes gratitude help us see the whole picture and not just be focused on the negative or divorce that is happening in our situation. So yeah, thank you for that wonderful addition, Misha. Beverly says, Samya, it's okay how you feel. Yes, give yourself compassion and grace. You're worthy. You are loved, my friend. Thank you, guys. You guys are so amazing. I'm so happy to be a part of this community, such loving, beautiful, amazing souls. So I hope, Samya, that you can feel the love of everyone here. And no matter what your mind is telling you, you are not a problem. Okay. So, so going back to the other comments here. And guys, if you haven't reflected on the last prompt, which I know some of you might be like, oh, it's too much effort. But yeah, take your time to think what can be one small way that you can incorporate that quality, um that thing that you love about them. How can you bring that to your life in a very small way? Like how can you bring 1% of whatever it is that you admire about that person, you know? Hmm. Leslie says there is an artist I love on a different platform. Crystal Tan, very upbeat, inspiring, and full of encouragement. Oh, I love this. Ah, Leslie, you seem like much of a calm person to me. So I loved getting to know about a little bit of that interest of yours as well. You know, upbeat and encouraging. I love that. Yeah. So, think what do you love about what do you love about this artist, Um his creation process, how he because I know you are an artist too, Leslie. So how you can, become upbeat and create something that is more upbeat and that brings up encouragement. So I'm just giving you an example. So think of it in that manner. Sarah says, they trust themselves, kindness, and maintains equilibrium and inner knowledge. Okay, so that is something that you admire about this person. Oh, wonderful. Mm, so yeah, how can you be more kind towards yourself, toward other people? What can be one act of kindness that you can do today, Sarah? And you know, um, what was else? Maintain equilibrium and inner knowledge. Uh-huh. So, how did they get to know? How did they get to develop that inner knowledge? And how can you do so? With Leslie, Leslie says she lives and breathes creativity in a happy and loving way. Ooh. Hmm. So maybe think what does that mean for you? What it would look like if you were living and breathing creativity in a very happy way. Ah, okay. Yeah. So I've covered all the reflections. And now, if anyone feels like sharing their step, you can do so. If not, then that's okay. You can keep it to yourself as well. My intention was to just steer you a little bit in that direction of action as well. So you can, you know, bring in more of fulfillment in your life because you already know what you love about them. So that is what you will love about yourself as well if it was part of you or your life. So so yeah, I hope that you found some action to go ahead. And hmm, and this is an exercise I would have done with a client of mine. So so think of it less of like, yeah, this is something coming randomly. Think of it like I'm having a session with you and I give you this prompt regarding your situation or whatever it is that you're going through. And now think of it as more valuable and less than like a random live that you switched on, and then reflect, because this is a very good reflection prompt, and I do help women in terms of this. So okay, so for those of you who don't know, I am also, like, apart from being a mindfulness meditation teacher and a psychologist, I am also an aligned life coach. So, what I do is basically to help women who are feeling dissatisfied in their life, who are feeling stuck in some way. to, move towards a life that is deeply fulfilling, that feels true to them. Okay. And the approach that I use for that is known as PATH, like PATH. It is something that I created based on my journey. And yeah, and this would have been a part of that. So this is an alignment with what I do, and hence I am, asking you guys to reflect on that last thing. Okay. So now let's do one more thing today. Hmm. Let me see. Okay, let's do a simple thing now. We have done a lot of activity, reflection, a lot of work, right? So let's do some fun now. Easy peasy. Okay. Let me go to the comment and then we will do something fun. Leslie says sparks joy. Yeah, I love that. Leslie, I hope that, whenever you pick up that brush, you create something that sparks joy within you or that captures the joy, within you. And that brings joy to the person who is looking at that painting. Sarah says, what was the book you read? So, Sarah, today we had a different format because it was a celebration. So, I brought different other elements, and it was not a book. It was, oh, actually, it is from a book. So, that resource that came up was from a book by Brene Brown. And, hmm, and that was not the exact reflection that I went with, and similarly the meditation was also not exact that was in the book. I mixed things up. I brought something that came to me in the moment, so it is not the exact reflection from that book. um so yeah, and I will mention whatever we did, like the reading and everything, in the in my group on Inside Timer, which is Wonderful Beings. Let me share the name here in case anyone wants to leave before. We are just going to stay for maybe like 10-15 more minutes. Okay, there are some comments. Emilia says, for years, I loved Anthony Bourdain. I hope that I'm pronouncing it right. I would always say he's living my life. My husband then, my husband then, my boyfriend would get annoyed with me and tell me, no one can live your life. But that's the feeling that always came up. In any event, he was right. My life is mine. Today, I will add exploration of myself through food and how I engage with the people in the restaurant. Ooh, I love that. I love the exact steps, the things that you love about him, And, so it's not that, if you admire someone or if you like some things about them. So that's why we went from this and tried to funnel it down as to how you can, apply that thing into your life. So basically, what this activity did was to highlight that this is something that is meaningful for me, that brings me that sense of fulfillment or joy or whatever it is that you need. So this told you that what is important to you. So if what you mentioned was, kindness, resilience, or joy, all of those different things, and that is what is important for you. So it's not like living that person's life, you're still you, but we got to know what is important to you because no one ever told you. You never get to explore that way. So it is just one way to explore yourself, that what is important to me. And then, try to bring it out, get more specific, bring it into your own life. And that is what will bring you fulfillment. You know, fulfillment is not in having those things and doing those things that society tells you is success or it will bring you fulfillment. It's about figuring out your own formula, and and that's what I help people with. And this particular technique, I would have used a similar kind of technique with my clients. I have used it before. So that's why I'm saying that, this is not something random. I would advise you to take some time to reflect and bring that into your life, and it will enhance your life in a little way. Okay. Leslie says, this morning I did your balancing third eye chakra, and what came up then and during this live is the sound, let it be. Oh, I love that. And for some reason, when I read that, a picture of ocean and the waves coming and then leaving just came up to me. I don't know why. I can't even make sense of it. But yeah, that is something came up. And in case it makes sense to you, you know, thank you for sharing that, Leslie. And Leslie says, speaking words of wisdom, and when the night is cloudy, there is still a light that shines on me, shines until tomorrow. Let it be. Ooh, I love this. Oh, it is a song. Okay, I didn't knew that. Oh, that is so beautiful. I kind of felt like an inner tickle. Oh, I love that. Oh, it's Beatles. Okay, I have heard of the name and I know it is very popular, but I do not listen to much of the English song. So yeah, forgive me. Okay. So I was saying let's wrap this up with something fun and easy peasy. No reflection, no tough stuff. To just de-stress ourselves. Okay. So let's pick a card. So this is like something that I go to pick a card for myself as well. And yeah, we just need to click on it and it will pick a card for us. So again, randomness in action. So let's see what is the message that the universe wants us to leave with. Hmm. Okay. Let me. This is like the image. I know you cannot read it. It might be inverted for you, so I'm going to read it. I'm just showing you the picture. It's interesting that water showed up, the image that came to my mind. Oh, okay. So the card is Queen of Cups, and the message is my intuitive heart openly expresses deep love and compassion. My intuitive heart openly expresses deep love and compassion. So let me go through the message from this card. So, the Queen of Cups is one of the most intuitive characters of the tarot. Perfectly suits the theme of our life. Floating in her watery and feminine connection with flow. In her dreamlike state of resonance, she asks, how well have your emotions been helping you in your current situation? Again, asking yourself, how well have your emotions been helping you in your current situation? Because again, our emotions are, I don't use the word negative for emotions so much. Because emotions are not bad, they are not our enemies. They are basically a part of us that is saying, hey, hi, pay attention to me, pay attention to me. I'm in pain, I'm in suffering. Please, 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 you know. So it is asking for our attention. And when we tune into it on a deeper level, when we like have a communication, do some stuff, then we it reveals whatever it is that was happening truly inside, and it is mostly linked to something that happened to us. And it is carrying that pain because that pain has been triggered by our current situation. So it tells us different things, and if we are not going into deeper, but still, on surface level also these emotions tell us something. Like anger say that your boundary has been violated, some injustice has happened, you need to take action. Anxiety tells us that this is important to me, or I lack some self trust and I need to work upon that. So different emotions always convey some message to us. So that's why the person says that how well have your emotions been helping you in your current situation? So tune into them rather than suppressing them, trying to get rid of them. You may desire to experience more profound connections and to engage with others on a deeper level. She reminds you that you can. Remember, however, you are only one half of the equation in any partnership, and it will take both of you to take the dive together. So, at this point, what came up for me is like, we saw water like a flowy state, like, the feminine energy. So, we also need the masculine energy. That's why the action part was coming up for me like with the compassion, with meeting your emotion, also focus on the action, just to not stay here because it might keep you stuck again. So you may need to lead the way as you cultivate a new meaning for the relationship. With an open heart, fill your cup. It is your task to lead the vibration of your heart center and to remain present regardless of the state of others. Listen deeply as a way to hear what is truly going on and ensure that other people feel heard when you connect with them. Deep listening will allow you to read the nuances of their communication, and it will help you navigate the waters of your current reality. Intuition and creativity are here to guide you. Again, anyone who is not, trusting yourself, know that intuition and creativity are here to guide you. And as you take your next steps, seek to see the divine, seek to see love in all things, people, and situations. In shadow, this card indicate that you are not in touch with your own emotions or that you are suppressing your feelings or refusing to see the obvious. Feeling is the key. If you have insecurities or inhibitions when relating to others, you can grow into a better partner by sharing more vulnerably. Your unconditional and pure expression of love will bring you new opportunities to connect, lead, and expand. Use your thinking mind and your feeling heart to gift the world the very best version of you. I think that feels a beautiful place to wrap, because becoming your best self is kind of like the subtitle of this whole series. So, yeah, okay. Interesting question. Frank says, Anisha, could you share the name of a song that inspires you? One that we could find one that we could find online, perhaps. Okay, the song that I love. Okay, there are two songs, English songs that I love. One is, I think, Firework by Perry. So I love how it, like, you know, say that see the light within you. And the other one that I listen to when I'm not in a good mood. Okay, okay. Yeah, let me share that and then maybe I'll think upon another one that is maybe is not in English. And the other one is this it is, I think, Let It Go, and it is from the movie Frozen. So these are the two songs that I love, Firework and Let It Go. And those both are English. Thank you. So thank you so much for your kind, loving presence, for all these beautiful hearts, for all your amazing fun requests for today. And I bow down to the divine within you all. Namaste. Thank you for celebrating this with me. V says, thanks, Anisha. Congratulations on your 3-year IT anniversary. Thank you, V. Okay, guys. Bye. I will see you day after tomorrow. Love you all.